6.5 and 7 million bottles a year, and 75. Grandmother of Vitaly and Clovis did. And then we have here the beautiful Tétinger collection that you will see again. We'll come back here.
Wow.
And what is this collection? It is a collection that allows us to associate art with champagne. It started very many years ago.
Wow. 바틀들 너무 예뻐. 여기 룸 너무 예쁘게 꾸며놨다.
Oh, wonderful! Goodness me! It's a 2012 at the moment.
이거는 진짜 비싸.
와, 여기 리셉션 되게 잘 해놨다.
Okay, make yourself comfortable on the couch.
되게 싸지 않아?
I will serve. We've got the lights on here. There you go.
와.
You have the very first.
And what
You have the very first Comte de Champagne presented there, 1952, Blanc de Blanc.
와.
The rosés came out for the first time in the 60s. Okay. So I'm going to make a champagne, and it's nice temperature. Make yourself comfortable. I will serve you your tasting.
대박.
Iconic champagne that represents us all over the world. It's 3 years old, 9 grams of sugar per liter, and we have here the 3 grapes, the majority of Chardonnay, 40%, and we have above all 20% Grand Cru, which is great, you know, gives you that nice minerality. All right?
12,
Not in the morning class.
10.
Okay, 12 is good for that one,
Uh-huh.
and this one. This one I would say between 8 and 10 would be great. So he's a wee bit cold there out of the fridge. Okay, it is a wine fridge, but it's a bit flute. Does anybody know what it is?
Baker. Longer, no? The baker?
Yes, but it also shows you whether your champagne is young or old because of the effervescence, the bubbles are either very elegant and dainty, or they're a little bit more clumsy. And when they're very elegant and dainty, it means it's got a nice time behind it in the cellars. All right? I'm going to have you compare this with the vintage 216.
Is it imported into Korea now? 16? I don't.
16, maybe you're still on 15, that I wouldn't know. But we did switch from 15 to 16 last year.
Last year.
Maybe you may have an end of the 15. But what is important about this is that we're working with 2 terroirs. We're working with Grand Cru at 70% and with Premier Cru at 30%.
Okay.
And we're down to 2 grapes. Whereas here we have the 3 grapes, here we have 50-50 Chardonnay Pinot Noir. So I'll see if you like this. Let the bottle do the turning as such. And then you come along and you always have that little bit here that sort of, you turn it and you let it come through like that.
Wow.
It's just to have the effervescence and a bit of pulse there.
Professional.
Yeah, okay. There's a wee bit of oil coming through here. I'll check with my first.
나 이거 잘 못하겠던데.
Okay. Did you see the cork itself? If you look at it, you'll notice that there are 2 quality corks. You have the thermocork, yes. That is to assure that it's all nice and tight and there's no leaking. This is interesting. And then you have the little bits and stuff together. It's called aggloméré. That's the if you want the stuck together cork as such. And that will give you then the shape. Because when this is out of the bottle, before it gets put in, it's actually a cylinder. And then, yes, it's a cylinder. Then you give it a steam bath. Then you compress it completely. And then when the second, a third will stay in, 2/3 will stay out. And you push it down with the metal cap. And that is when bottle lies at the end, you know, to get the sugar and the wine to get together. The humidity will go through the cork, and then the outer side of the cork will spread out and give you that pronounced mushroom head.
아, 머쉬룸 헤드.
Okay?
아, 이것도 맛있다. 이거 레만잔이구나.
You normally, yeah, these are lemons. Yeah, there are different names for the glasses, but these are actually made in this town.
Oh, lemon glass is from France?
Well, they're from this town.
Oh, I thought it was from Germany.
No, that's because of the name. It sounds German, doesn't it? But it's actually a company here in this town that makes them.
몰랐네 그거. 얘도 맛있어.
Now these are going to be now. This has a lot of body to it. Okay. I think you will just by the nose you will notice the difference.
And the color.
Obviously the color, yes, and obviously also it's older. You're from 3 years now to 6 years, well at least 6 years.
오, 좋다.
Wow. And so this is now something that would have much more character. It would have the opportunity to go with, if you like, some poultry or some mushroom with risotto or some nice cheese, some Comté cheese, quite mature Comté cheese. It's very fruity. It's very nice with this, and it's also very nice just by itself. You don't have to necessarily eat, all right? So I don't know what your traditions are in Korea when it comes to champagne. Is it something that you have as an aperitif, as a meal? Both?
Like both. Yes.
Very good, good.
It used to be like aperitif, but
Yes.
these days we don't really care.
Well, it's become really a big thing in champagne as well, to encourage people to realize that champagne is a wine above all, and that it pairs very well with meals. I had 72 and 88, and they're very interesting as well. But that's why we say, it depends what's in the bottle, if you want to keep it at home. And you need to have somewhere proper to keep it.
Right.
You mustn't just put it in your little cupboard and forget it, you know? That's not a good idea. You need to have somewhere where the temperature is always constant, where you have no light, and where you may even have a tiny bit of humidity, controlled humidity, so that the cork remains nice and moist. But the reason why we say lie the bottle down is that the cork then can also get nice and humid, or stay rather nice and humid. Otherwise it shrinks, and then all the carbon dioxide leaves. Okay? So I can't even say to yourself which one you prefer, because they're so different. They're so different. But do you enjoy them? Have you had both different types?
I mean, like, I've had basic one, like more than 100 bottles. I would say yes.
The Brut Reserve, everybody has had it because it's such a pleasant, easy drinking champagne, and it fits with everything.
And there used to be other kinds of 대땅저 in Korea, like something like
Prélude, yes.
Prélude.
We still have Prélude.
Ah, really?
It is a champagne that was brought out for the new millennium. It was done by the great uncle of Italy, Claude Détinger. Like he wanted to create something elegant and new, and it was supposed to have been just for the new millennium. It was never supposed to have stayed. But it was such a success that they actually kept it. And the Prélude is a champagne that is made from 50-50 Chardonnay Pinot Noir. By the way, we call them the non-identical twins because they are both 50-50 Chardonnay Pinot Noir. But for the Prélude, it's 100% Grand Cru, like the Comte de Champagne. And so it is the Pinot Noir that will give you that sort of idea that he has a Chardonnay coat on, and then as it opens up in the glass, you will have that Pinot Noir character coming back, okay? So it's also 6 years old, so they're very similar, the two, okay?
So that like orange label and blue label, like blue color?
Yes, it's a blue label. I'll show you over there if you like. It's a blue label. They're all new, the labels now, since about a year and a half, nearly 2 years. They're all new, but it's a blue label, yes. Very true.
Yeah.
So there. So enjoy that, and then I will present and serve you your Comte de Champagne, which is you're all waiting for. I know. But I deliberately brought it out in the beginning so that it's not so ice cold, because that's when we can really appreciate it. What do you know about the Comte, apart from the fact that it's Blanc de Blanc? It's made only from our vineyards. It's got 5 villages involved. Here you have champagnes that have between 15 and 35 villages involved. Here you only have 5. You only have the very best Chardonnay villages.
Okay.
So it's Cramont, Avize, Chouilly, Ménil-Sauger. And then we have Chouilly, where the Chardonnay shall go 4 months through oak.
Okay.
And so you're going to have that influence of oak, a bit buttery, a little biscuit, you know.
Do you do malolactic?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We do. And that's deliberate because we want to really reduce the acidity and have those aromas coming out beautifully. That's what malolactic does. So there you go, 2013 vintage. The vintage that we served here was a 2016. Here's 2013. Remember, it's the last time we brought out a harvest in October.
Okay.
Okay? So,
마시면 되죠.
와, 꼼뜨다.
또 처음 마시네.
아, 진짜?
나 그때밖에 안 먹었어. 13, 12년, 18, 12.
I had 꼼뜨 호재
yes.
last year.
Which year?
2011?
11?
No, before 11. 2007 something?
Oh, goodness me. You
Yeah.
had the 7. Wow. Did you have the 9?
Nah.
No?
I'm not sure.
Okay, no worry. But that's great. At the moment, it's a 2012.
12. Wow. Ooh.
Yeah.
와, 드디어 꼼뜬가요?
So the restaurant opens, is it going to be a pairing with different champagne? Or
Now, yes, of course, we will have our sommelier, head sommelier over there, and it will be to be able to pair the food with the champagnes.
Sure.
But we didn't wait for the restaurant to do that. We actually already
Oh, nice.
offer, now we're not doing it in the winter, but we always offer in the beginning of the
okay.
season. We pair also 5 verrines, the small mini dishes, with vintage and with rosé. And that's always a very nice idea. People appreciate it because they realize that it's perfectly good to taste champagne and food.
Yes.
Because a lot of people don't realize that. They just think it's an aperitif, but it's really not. It's not the case. You can really have it also for your meal.
I mean, like, I can drink champagne every day.
Yeah, well, champagne will never give you a headache. Never. That's always handy.
아, 이거 16 맛있다. 되게 가벼우면서 적당히 무게감 있는.
So this may be a tiny bit cold, but it's getting really to the good temperature. Okay. And then you can also turn it into a glass. So there. So I let you enjoy that. Obviously, it's always the same. You always have an eye on the color. You scent with your nose. You have your tongue that has the 2 different areas for the taste buds. Oh, but I think you'll probably get that little nice buttery side.
Yes.
So you enjoy that. Would you like a little just to be able to compare?
No, I'm good.
You're good? Okay, very
It's the
good.
driver.
I'm a driver,
Yes,
sorry.
Okay, driver, yes, very good. Okay, and then do you want a little bit more from the first one to be able to compare?
16.
Oh,
That's
16.
16,
Okay, I
yes.
don't know which one it was. Okay, thank you. Just if you wanted to compare, if you had nothing left, it's always good to have a little bit more. That you can, well, there's nothing to compare either because they're so different, you know. But just to come back to it and see what it was like. So you have the 100% Chardonnay, you have 8 grams of sugar, you have over 10 years of aging. So obviously with this one, it's very different.
Yeah.
But it's good to know that they're all there and they all have different moments of the day where they can be very nice. This one would be perfect with a platter of seafood, but it can also be just by itself. You close your door.
Yeah, yes.
Peace, you know. And it's true though. Okay, this is nice for an evening dinner, you know. So there.
아, 확실히 꼼트가 그 녹진함이라고 해야 되나?
To appreciate what you're doing, which is very important. I really appreciate, you know, being able to explain and share the love of this product and also
Well,
to
like-
show you around.
Yes.
This is the champagne trip.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. Lovely. Very interesting. Okay, that's good. That's lovely.
Because it's like almost 4 to 5 times been here.
And anyway, it's a pity it's so foggy